Hello and welcome to episode 51 of How Not to Play All the Mods 10 with Squiz98. So I've done a little bit of work on this between episodes. I've upgraded the Steam bronze machines to steel, which is something that needed to be done. So I've gone through some of the quest log. Let's have a quick look at it together. So basically, it was just a case of upgrading stuff and holding it in hand. So I've done all of this. Now, we already had, I think, I can't remember which productive bees this was. So we've got the steel comb. So we'd already done that, I think. Now, we moved on to the electric cage. I've started a few things. I already had configurator, the redstone battery, robot arm I've just created because they were just sort of like processes. So the other thing I was going to use Super Factory Manager. I ended up using ME, so the AE2 system, because I did a whole program, and when it came to this one, it uses steel plates, as does this one, or plates, and that made it so much trickier. So moved it across. I've also got these, so some traders that make certain items. So this one makes analog circuits, this one makes copper rotors, bronze drills, I don't know if I'm going to need those, and motors. What else does this guy sell? Motors. Yeah, we're just going to stick with this. I mean, we know we might not use them, but yeah, if I need other things, I can try and get more villagers to do those, but just put a pattern provider behind them with how many emeralds and what you're getting, so it's easy. So the next thing we need to do is we need to make the polarizer. So I think I've already bookmarked it, and I think it should just be a case of making a pattern for it. I think we've got everything that we need. Yep. So I made a bunch of patterns for things just to make life easier. From what I understand, it's just a case of sort of like pattern everything in this. So we shall make that. That's the moment. We're just waiting for all of those things to be completed. Basic machine hull and inductor we're waiting on. That is probably working in the mixer and the bending machine. No. Oh, we're making alloy tiny dust, so that tiny dust, so in the mixer that uses tiny lead dust and tiny antimony. Now we just get that from crushing down, and then I think we crush lead dust down in our crusher, and same with the antimony. Might even be using this for the antimony, I can't remember. Yeah, so I'm just using antimony dust and raw antimony for that. So, just quickly also show you a couple of other things I did while I was off camera. I upgraded my power a little bit. Now we're not using this area anymore so much. I've just so I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's 12 long. So what's that? 5 times 12, 60. 60 of these thermo generators. I've done a little Super Factory Manager thing for giving them water and taking out the energy. So every 20 ticks, it gives some water to the ME from the ME interface and goes to the fluid to the generators by round robin, and then every tick I import the FE from the generators and output it to power. Now this here, I have 3 power blocks. This one, and this one. This one just provides water. Now this is a flux assessor. So if we look in here and look in here for FE. So I have made an FE card, which is in my disk drives. I made the 256 million one. So hopefully that, with the round robin, that should mean that it's not going to impact the other things I've been working on. So any other power. But in here we have a 256 million FE storage, which will hold stupid amounts. I also, and this here, which is the, needs to be, so we have flux assessor here, which pulls power out. I was trying to work out the best way of getting power into here, and I think this is the best setup. I was going to try using Super Factory Manager, ended up not being able to work out how to do it. So yeah, but this is all automated. We've got not there. We're using the same subs we were in the other place, but we've just now got more rods to do it. So if I now go, and I also changed it to a block of the alloy. So this one here, if I just go one, next. So that puts everything in there, fires out a bunch of power. And we need like 19 of these, I think, in total. Or the applied energy, sorry, not for the applied energy, for the star. So I think that's now finished, so we can make that. So we now have the polarizer, which is nice. What's next on the quest log? The electric blast furnace. So we need the... So this goes into the polarizer. So we were also making copper-nickel coils, which I think are in here. Yeah, I made it for something and I couldn't remember what. Oh, there we go. See, that's already finished our block of aldemodium. So that's cool. Right. Now, this is where it gets a bit tricky because I now need to give power to this thing. But what I can do, so this is there. So we're using 6 out of 8 channels. So if I put this here, put export. No, it's provider. So if I grow a pattern provider, and if I have made one of these. I made a pattern for this and I already made one because I was going to try something out. But so if we put this here and then this into here, that should, once I put a brown cable on this, brown smart cable. So that's now got power. It's lovely. Now, so we need to make copper nickel. So to make this, we needed. Let's make a pattern for that. The right page. There we go. That will make one of them. What else do we need to make so we can get rid of that one? Get rid of that one. Blast furnace. What else do we need to make for this? Looks like we're making everything for that, so that's cool. Got a bit like making that, but we'll work that out. Try something after this recipe's finished. So that takes one light tiny lead and one tiny dust. So let's try this. Oop. Yeah. So that stuff called it was we're going to see if this works. It may not work, but if it does, it will speed this process up no end. Let's get my wand out and see if I can so that didn't work. Thing. Oh, I know what I didn't do. Right. Furnace. Already made one of these because I thought it was sensible. Silicon dust, right? How do we make silicon dust? So powdered quartz and coke dust. Let's take this part. Oh wow, it's a multi-block. Hey. So they look like copper nickel blocks. So let's have a look, see what else. And just look this up. So I think it's this I need to make, which is invar plates and an invar gear. So it looks like I might not have the invar gear. Okay, so I've got the invar gear, I just don't have the invar plates. So that's a case of compressor. Do that. Compressor. Right in there. We want to make this thing. And then nickel oil. Right, let's put these in here, I think. What do I need? I need 8 plus 9, so that's 17 of them, and 16 of them. Of them. What's it? I said 17 of the other ones. Oh, there's no way for those to come through. There, that's finished. That's finished crafting. So it's been crafted now. So if we grab those out, I'm pretty sure this is where we put this is what these are for. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I already had one of them, didn't I? Right, so it's a valid shape. Oh, I've just realised I need to put import apps on this. So let's have a look. So I was looking at using these. But you need the silicon for this, so we're going to have to use the bronze ones. have a look at what silicon dust makes. We'll need a fluid input and a fluid output, so fluid input. Put that in the back. Yeah. Two input patches here. Fluid out goes here. We'll put the item output. Dust. A bit silicon dust. Right. So if I put that in there, try this with a one of these. Okay. Break down here. So we've got some space. Fill these in with cobble. So this is brown dense. That's that. Might actually switch these two around. There was a reason for this. So let's grab some universal cable. Oh. Let's get a pattern provider. We use this one. These are good, both going to map to them. Now, I want a buffer. This one is as well. I want to think the best way of doing this. So we're going to use universal cable again. Need to work it out. So that doesn't work. Is there? Let me work this out and I'll be back. I'm going to try this with copper wire, see if that helps. So, they're not in. Try this. Break that. Okay. That didn't work. Let's try it with just, oh, they're in my. So it's not that one. Well. That one. How the hell do you get power into this thing? I'm confused here. Okay, I'll be back in a few more minutes. I've now found out what I need to do. So we need to get a low voltage. Which is pretty simple. I'll need steel plates, right? Right. That one. That one. Oh, I've got steel plate in there. So what? No. Well, that one's fine. It's still machine casing. Let's try that again. The input. Well, a bit. Right. Let's just make one of these. Right. Now, can I put one of these on there? Yes, I can. It's doing its thing. So we now should be getting silicon. Silicon dust. So let's make a pattern for silicon dust. Using this. Let's also make a pattern for this. What? Need a sag mill to make that? Oh man. Oh, I bet I'd used to. 64. 64. That goes in there. Russia. One. Right, let's try this. Let's make 64 of that. Oh. Got this now. Hopefully that's putting that in there. Right, I will come back once that's finished. Looks like that's finished. Yep, we've got 120 of that. That's good. So, done that. Done that. Done that. We got to do this. I should take some out and put it in my inventory. So now we're looking at diodes, transistors, and electronic circuit boards. So resistors. Are different? Oh, okay. So you just get different amounts, and then just circuit boards. I think we might already have enough everything to make those. So let's have a look. Silicon plate. I just put this. Let's just test this out. So see if this works. Yep. Cool. Works. Good. Another plate. Compressor. And I believe we have everything on there. Fine wire. Have I got electron wiring? Yeah. I've got electric fine wire in there. Oh, dust. Right. One. Yes. Yeah. Three. Start with. Go. Those. Those, and then we want this, which getting that. Just put away this analog circuit board. Good. And the battery. Work. That's a little bit further away. Just waiting on these things. Then we should be a little bit further along. that. So that's that quest done. No, boards. So there, I think we've actually already got everything we need for that. So let's just make a pattern. Yep. So from what I understand, this is a lot of pattern making in this. So we'll come back once that's finishing crafting. So there we go. We've just finished creating that. So let's grab that out. There we go. So the next part of this to really look at is large pump. We need a large motor and a large pump. So now let's actually get these aluminium rods properly first. Cutting machine, which is this one. Now let's do this again. This. These. Green. It's the vending machine. Yes. So that's the bending machine, which is this one. Is this one. And then the rest of those are just crafting patterns. So go in here. All right. Wait, let's finish. There we go. That's finished. And then we want a water pump. Did I actually not make a pattern for that? It's a bit of a silly thing to do. Right. It's not a water pump, it's just a pump. It's going to take a while, so So I just got to make a bunch of, yeah, that's going to take a little while. We'll come back. That's completed. So now we should put a large pump. There we go. So I've done that, and now we can make all of these. So basically the electric versions of everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make patterns for all of these, create them, and then what I'll probably do is just switch all of these out for what we need. Okay, so we'll be back. Okay, so I've made all the patterns. I just put them up here and just made them quickly. So what I'll do is in between episodes, I'm going to make all of these, replace the steam machines here, and yeah, we should be good with electricity. So anyway, thank you very much, everyone. So thank you very much for everyone for being here. I appreciate you taking the time to watch the episode. If you've liked what you've seen, it'd be great if you give the video a like, and if possible, you know, just sort of like make a comment. If you've not got anything you want to say, maybe just leave an emoji or something like that, just to let me sort of like help with engagement on the video. And yeah, and if you've got something you'd like to sort of say, something I should look at, something I should try, so that'd be amazing to leave that in a comment as well. Anyway, guys, thank you very much, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.